What's up, chismoso? Welcome back to my channel. It feels so good to be back making another video for you guys. So right off the bat, I want to start off by thanking every single one of you that's watching and tuning in right now, just because I feel like I have the best supporters ever. The amount of bullshit that you guys have gone with me through, I don't know how many of you were back in the Facebook days, but if you were, then that means that you've seen me grow from a 14-year-old boy who was a boy, you know, into a 23-year-old man. It feels weird to say, but I mean, that's what I am. I'm way over the teenage years. I'm a young adult, you know, not completely into my 30s yet, which is where I think is that's when you're an official adult. Right now, I'm still a young adult. Me and Cassie always talk about how old we are, how young we are. I happen to feel like I'm young, you know, I'm in my early 20s, and she feels like she's old. She's 23 and she's old. So yeah, back to what I was saying. I feel like I'm not anybody special. I don't feel famous. I don't feel like I'm better than anyone, and that's something that I've never really talked about, because throughout the years of making videos on YouTube and Facebook and wherever, I have gained a pretty big, substantially big following to where it's bigger than normal, you know what I mean? Like I've had thousands of people follow me, and I've had thousands of people know my name and all that, right? But I don't let it get to my head. I don't think I'm special. And so the fact that you guys are sitting there watching me, honestly, makes me feel kind of confused as to why anyone would want to tune in to just watch little old me, I guess, eating food and talking about my life, you know. I think it's a blessing for sure. 100% is a blessing, and I love every single one of you once again. But anyways, let's get on to this video. Let's get on to this mukbang. I love making mukbangs, you guys know that, just because I mean, you're eating food and you're just talking like if we're friends, and one of my favorite things to do in the world is to eat. So let me tell you guys what I'm gonna be eating today, because it's I'm really excited for this one. Basically what I got here are two different kinds of tacos. I have something called Cassie tacos that are made with birria, and all right, all my Mexicans out there, I suck at rolling my R's. Birria. Anyways, they're made with birria, and they come with a side of consomme. And for some reason, these type of tacos have became so popular here in the Houston area. I don't know how popular they are in your city, but over here where I live, it's I keep seeing people post about them. I keep seeing ads that freaking taquerias are putting on Instagram and shit like that. So this isn't actually my first time trying them. So the first time that I tried them, I still I couldn't really taste because of, you know, the whole COVID thing. That's when I had lost my taste. But so I didn't get the full experience, the true experience that I wanted to get. So that's what these are. Cassie BIRRIA tacos, or whatever they're called. And if they have them in your city, you need to try them, just because they are really good for sure. And then over here on this side, I have some tacos al pastor, or tacos de trompo, however you guys call them where you're at. And also a little side of cebolla roja with I think it has sal y limon. I'm not sure, but it's fucking bomb. And the place where I got this at is Tacos El Bigotes, which is on Gester and 59. If you're from Houston, you should know where that's at. But if you don't, look it up. It's definitely worth making a trip. They have some really good tacos. All right, so I haven't eaten all morning. It's already 11. So excuse me while I take my first bite of these two things. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip my little taco in here. You can't eat tacos and not drink a Coke. You can't. And if you can get Coca Mexicana, you fucking have to. So what are we gonna talk about today? What am I gonna talk to you guys about today? I asked you on Instagram. I was like, what do you want me to? What are the topics that you want me to hit on? Because I want to make videos that are gonna be interesting to you guys. And honestly, the majority of the comments that I got, or the replies that I got, were people asking me to talk about my relationship with Cassie, to talk about where I see us going, what's our future gonna be like, why haven't I put a ring on it, why haven't we moved in together. And now I do want to talk about that, and I feel like some of you guys are tired of maybe I'm wrong, and you know, comment if you think I'm wrong, But like, I feel like some of you guys are tired of the whole me and Cassie thing as a couple. Cause I told you guys, I was like, man, this is not gonna be a couple channel. And already a lot of my videos have been like with me and Cassie, and you know, it does really look like a couple channel, but it's not. I guarantee it's not a couple channel yet. I'm not saying at this point, I'm not saying that it's never going to be, but right now it's not. The reason that I'm making a lot of videos with Cassie is because I feel like the most fun videos to make are definitely with Cassie. You know, I have somebody to talk with, and I have somebody to laugh with and all that, and it makes things a whole lot easier, and it makes it more fun for me, like I said. So I really don't want to be making videos just because YouTube isn't my job anymore. I don't want to be making videos that I'm gonna be miserable making, and that's why also I've been like, you know, haven't been posting a lot and everything, because I'm not pressuring myself to post videos anymore. I mean, I never was with this channel, but I did go through that where it was like, man, the constant YouTube grind, make videos, and I just never want to be doing that again. Especially because like YouTube, like I said, YouTube's not my job, so I don't have to be grinding out the videos anymore. So yeah, this is not a couple channel. When it is, I'll let you guys know when it is. I'm not saying it will be, I'm not saying it won't be. So where do me and Cassie stand with our relationship? Let me talk about that first before I talk to you guys about my future plans with her. So basically, we are 1 year and a month into our relationship, and I still feel like Cassie has been a blessing that came into my life that has literally brought a lot of happiness to it. She's an amazing human being from start to finish, like from head to toe. She's just fucking amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did move on too fast, and that's just a fact. Like after leaving 8 year relationship, I moved on into another committed relationship like after like 5 months or something like that, and that's pretty quickly, that's pretty fast. But I have no regrets at the fact that I did. She made me feel since like the beginning of our relationship like, man, I'm so lucky that I found her. She's like this ball of positivity that came into my life and has just made everything a whole lot better. The only negative thing that I can say about our relationship is honestly, like, I wish I saw her more. We both have full-time jobs that are like pretty demanding, and like, you know, we don't really text. We just recently got on, like with my new job and her new job, we got on schedules that's like we have the weekends off. And basically for our whole relationship, it was always like I had a random ass Wednesday and Thursday off, you know, and she had the weekends, or she had Tuesday, and our schedule was just always fucked up. So now, hopefully, I mean, now with the pandemic, it's like, it's even weirder. But yeah, that'd be the only thing that I can say about negative part of our relationship. So our future together, the future that I see with Cassie, like I'm not gonna sit here and say anything's set in stone, of course, because it never is. And I'm not gonna sit here and like jinx our relationship, you know, and be like, oh, we're gonna get married, oh, you know, all that stuff. But I do want to say I see a bright and beautiful future with me and Cassandra. Cassandra, I always call her Cassie. I know a lot of you guys know my history, but like I can sit here and honestly tell you that this is the first time that I've ever felt in a relationship like wow, things can really work out. Like things are gonna be okay. And so, like I said, I'm not jinxing anything. But I do hope that, you know, we grow closer together, and you know, we take all these steps that, you know, that you would in a relationship. I see all of that with Cassie, and I'm like I said, I've never felt this way before. Someone mentioned talking to you guys about my family and telling you a little bit about them. So unfortunately, right now we haven't been spending as much time together because of the whole COVID thing going on, you know, trying to social distance and stuff. So basically, I have my mom who lives with my sister, and I have my brother who lives with his wife, you know. So we're all different households, and we weren't trying to really like hang out and put ourselves in a position where like we can get each other sick and whatnot. But even so, like with COVID and us staying away from each other, I still have never been closer to my family than I am right now. For like the longest time since I was like 14, we did not have a good relationship at all. And now, like, we have group chats together, and we all talk and still like talk about like the plans that we're gonna do in the future whenever all this is done. And especially like my relationship with my mom is still amazing. I feel like I've come to appreciate my mom more than I ever have in my life, and which is a huge deal, because my mom, now I see it, like she's my everything. My mom for sure is the most important person in my life, just because of everything that she's done for me and the love that she shows me. And she's always showed me like this amount of love and everything, but you know, before we were bumping heads because of me, you know, my fault. But now that we're no longer on opposing sides of things, now it's just like a beautiful relationship that I have with her, and I would give her the whole fucking world if I could. And she's my #1 supporter in things. Like, she's my #1 fan. So I guarantee you she's watching this video right now. So te quiero ma, te quiero mucho, mucho, mucho. And also, talking about my family, I did want to mention that like I've come to appreciate as well my brother and his wife, who have really become a big part of my life. Like I feel like they're one of the closest people to me, for sure. Like they're my brother. He's my brother and she's my sister-in-law, but they're also my friends now, you know. And so, like, just to give you an example, today we're all gonna, me, Cassie, and my brother and my sister-in-law, we're all gonna double date, go to a drive-in movie theater, which is something that's new, something that's pretty much new in the Houston area. But yeah, guys, like besides the world ending, everything is good, and things are only gonna get better from here. The only things like wrong with my life right now are me, and what I mean by that is like just like things that have to do with like mental health and all that. Because like obviously like everything that I went through, it still affects me to this day, and I'm not breaking down crying and I'm not depressed or anything like that, but it for sure does bring my mental state down to the point where it is noticeable. Like man, that's bothering me, you know. And I might make another video about that, because it is something that I could talk about and make a whole video about. So I mean, if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments, guys. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. For whoever did, I love you, and I recommend you these fucking tacos because they're bomb as hell. They didn't sponsor me or anything, but definitely try out Tacos Eliotes. Like they're some really good ass tacos. I'll see you next time, chismosos. I love you. See you.